Hello my lovely and amazing people, how una dey? Welcome back to Lizzy's Gist World. My correct and wonderful people, I greet every one of you wherever you are watching from. To my returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back. To those who are just stopping by for the first time, you are highly welcome. This is Lizzy's Gist World, the place where we talk about trending stories, deep family drama, and the kind of gist that will make you sit down and say wonders shall never end. My people, today's matter no be small matter at all. The story that is unfolding right now is one that has left many people talking. Some people are shocked, some people are angry, while others are saying that what is happening now is long overdue. The family at the center of this whole matter has once again found themselves in another serious controversy, and the issue is becoming deeper every single day. Now my people, let us start from the beginning so that everyone can understand clearly what is going on. According to the information that has been circulating, the Allegu family members, including the siblings and the elders connected to that side of the family, have finally decided that enough is enough. They said they have waited long enough for the grandfather to take the necessary steps that tradition demands, but since he has refused to do so, they have now decided to start the process from their own side. Yes, my people, this is exactly what they said. They said since the grandfather has refused to go to his own village and perform the required traditional rites concerning the untimely passing of young Cambuku, they will no longer continue waiting for him. Instead, they will begin what they believe is the right thing to do according to their own customs and beliefs. Now many people are asking one very important question. What exactly are these rites that the grandfather was supposed to perform, and why has his refusal created so much tension within the family? My people, if you remember very well, this issue did not start today. It actually began shortly after the unfortunate and untimely passing of Cambuku. When the sad incident happened, many elders and traditional leaders in the community reportedly advised that certain spiritual and traditional steps must be taken. According to what we heard, the chief priest and some community elders made it clear that the grandfather needed to come to the village. They said there must be an oath-taking ceremony and a cleansing ritual that would clear the air surrounding the unfortunate event. These kinds of traditional processes are not unusual in many communities. They are often performed when a death occurs under mysterious or troubling circumstances. The purpose is usually to seek spiritual clarity, remove any curses or spiritual burdens, and ensure that no innocent person carries blame. But my people, the surprising part of this story is that the grandfather reportedly refused completely. Yes, you heard that right. According to sources, he said he would not participate in any oath-taking ceremony. He also reportedly rejected the idea of performing any cleansing ritual. He insisted that there was no wrongdoing within his household and that there was nothing that required such spiritual actions. Now, this refusal did not sit well with the Allegu family members. They said they were shocked that after everything that had happened, the grandfather still refused to follow the advice of the elders. They said the matter was discussed several times within the family and that they even gave him time to reconsider his decision. In fact, according to what we gathered, the family did not rush into any action. They allegedly held several meetings behind closed doors where they discussed the matter carefully. They also reached out to the grandfather, repeatedly asking him to reconsider and to do what the elders recommended. But my people, every time the topic was brought up, the grandfather reportedly rejected it again. He allegedly told them clearly that he would not swear any oath and he would not perform any cleansing ritual. He maintained that his family had done nothing wrong. Now this is where things began to escalate. The Allegu family members said they had been patient for long enough. They said if the grandfather refused to take action, then they would have no choice but to protect their own side of the family by taking steps themselves. According to the information that has been circulating, they then took their concerns to the palace of their community king. Yes, my people, they reportedly gathered together and went to meet the traditional ruler of their community. They explained the entire situation to the king and told him that they wanted to take action concerning the death of their grandson Cambuku. The king then asked them an important question. He asked them how exactly they intended to proceed. And my people, their response was something that shocked many people who heard about it. They reportedly said that since the grandfather refused to perform the necessary rites, they would begin their own process by invoking traditional curses against anyone whose hands might have been involved in the untimely passing of their grandson. Yes, my people, that was the decision that was reportedly made. They said they could not sit quietly while the life of a young boy was cut short without seeking justice or spiritual clarity. They said it was unacceptable for such a tragedy to happen and for nothing to be done. According to them, the situation was like someone blowing out a candle flame. One moment the young boy was alive and the next moment he was gone. They said such a loss cannot simply be ignored. They reportedly told the king that if the grandfather refused to do what tradition demanded, then they would take responsibility for seeking justice from their own side of the family. Now my people, this development has sparked serious reactions from many people. Some people believe the Allegu family members were right to take action. They argue that when elders and traditional leaders recommend certain steps, those steps should not be ignored. Others, however, believe the situation is becoming too heated and that the family should find a peaceful way to resolve the matter without escalating tensions further. But the story does not end there, my people. After hearing about the actions taken by the Allegu family, the grandfather reportedly became very upset. Yes, according to what people are saying, he was not happy at all. He reportedly questioned why the Allegu family would go ahead and invoke horses when Cambuku was also his own grandson. He allegedly argued that since the child was part of his own family, they should have respected his decision. But my people, this response raised another important question among observers. Many people began asking if Cambuku was the grandson of the grandfather, then was he not also the grandson of the Allegu family through their daughter who gave birth to him? After all, family ties run through both sides. This is exactly the point many commentators are making. They say both sides of the family have a right to seek closure and justice for the child. Some people even said that if the grandfather truly believed his conscience was clear, then participating in the oath-taking ceremony would have been the easiest way to clear his name and put an end to all the suspicions. Because according to traditional belief, such ceremonies are meant to reveal the truth. If someone is innocent, then the oath will not harm them. Instead, it will confirm their innocence and silence every accusation. So my people, many observers are wondering why the grandfather continues to resist the process. Is it simply a matter of personal belief, or is there something deeper behind his refusal? That is the big question that people are asking. Another factor that has made the situation even more complicated is a previous tragedy that reportedly occurred within the same family. According to information that has been circulating, one of the granddaughters in the family sadly ended her own life some months ago. In many traditional communities, such incidents are considered very serious spiritual matters. Some elders reportedly describe the situation as a major abomination that requires cleansing rituals in order to restore balance within the family. Because of this background, some community members believe the elders' recommendation for cleansing rituals was not only about Cambuku but also about addressing a series of troubling events within the family. This is why the Allegu family members insist that certain traditional steps must be taken. They believe that ignoring these issues could allow more misfortune to occur. But my people, as this drama continues to unfold, one thing is becoming clear. The family is deeply divided. On one side you have the grandfather who strongly refuses to participate in the traditional process. On the other side you have the Allegu family members who believe that performing the rites is necessary for justice and peace. Both sides believe they are right. And as the tension grows, people across the community are watching closely to see what will happen next. Some people are saying that the matter might eventually require intervention from respected elders who can mediate between both sides. Others believe that once traditional curses are invoked, the situation may take on a life of its own. As we all know, family disputes can sometimes grow into very complicated situations, especially when tradition, spirituality, and emotions are involved. But one thing everyone agrees on is that the loss of a young life is always heartbreaking. Regardless of where people stand in this argument, everyone wishes that the truth will eventually come out and that peace will return to the family. My people, as this story continues to develop, we will keep bringing you the latest updates right here on Lizzy's Gist World. But before we end today's gist, let me ask you an important question. Do you think the Allegu family members were right to take matters into their own hands after waiting for so long? Or do you think the grandfather has the right to refuse participating in the traditional rites if he does not believe in them? This matter is truly a complicated one. My people, I want to hear your honest thoughts. Drop your opinions in the comment section because your voice matters here on Lizzy's Gist World. Do not forget to like this video, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe if you have not already done so. Turn on your notification bell so that whenever we drop another hot and trending gist, you will be among the first to know. And please remember, my people, this story remains alleged information as gathered from different sources. We continue to pray that peace, truth, and justice will prevail for everyone involved. Thank you once again, my lovely and amazing people, for spending time with me today. Until I see you again in the next video, take care of yourselves and stay safe.